I'm saying? Man saying, understand Arsenal will lodge a new bid. They're not bidding 75 million for Caicedo, yeah, because they're bidding for Rice, and Rice is gonna cost more than that. So you're telling me that Arsenal are gonna drop 150, 160 million on 2 centre mids? No way, blood.
Yeah. Knowing they still need a right back as well.
Fucking way, blood.
There's no way,
bro. You know, like that ain't happening, bro. Like, not at all.
A lot of money in that. How much have Arsenal got to spend?
What's that?
How much have Arsenal got to spend? Because that could be.
It doesn't matter how much they've got; it's how much they will spend. Yeah, when you look at their usual spending habits, they're not spending 160 million on 2 midfielders. Like, when have Arsenal done that ever?
Right.
Like, when have they ever done that, bro? Like, what?
We all know,
not winning the league, they're not going to change their spending habits. They're not going to do that. That doesn't make sense.
And remember, what's going around at the club right now, or the feeling around the club is, despite not winning anything, they think their season's been mad. Like, they think their season's been sick, so they're not going to change anything. No, but it's true, bro. They're not going to change anything.
I hope you're right, man. You know what I'm saying? I hear that.
They're still going to play. Well, Rice might be the new addition, but apart from that, we're still going to see the inverted fullbacks. We're still going to see Jesus start up front, Martinelli. It's going to be the same team. It's going to be the same team, but they're in for a rude awakening in the Champions League.
And like man said, the thing is Arsenal need 2-3 midfielders, so I wouldn't be surprised, especially to try and challenge again. Bro, let me tell you something, yeah? Arsenal have no ambition to challenge for the title again, bro. Like, this season wasn't meant to happen.
Nope.
You know them ones there. They overachieved and everyone else underachieved, yeah? If you honestly think, yeah, that the same board, yeah, that bought fucking Jorginho, yeah, and them man in January were trying to win the title, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it was Trossard, Jorginho, and
Trossard,
they went from trying to spend big money on the Android that went Chelsea, yeah,
Mudryk
and Caicedo, yeah, to bringing in fucking Jorginho and some next lad. Was it that Kiwi or Brer? Them motherfuckers weren't trying to win the league. You know what I mean? Or else they would have slapped that money down then and got Caicedo over the line. You know, like that, bro. They had, bruv. Listen, actions speak louder than words. It's one of the
exactly. I was gonna say that.
Fuck what these men are saying. Look at what they did. They were top of the league. They went into a January window. They could have made that Caicedo signing to win the league, and they didn't make it, bruv.
They could have made a statement,
bro.
They could have made a statement to the whole Premier League and gone, listen, we're top of the league, but you know what? We're still slapping that money on the table. Money on the table for Caicedo.
Bro, because they could have looked at it as, yo, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Them man were top of the table. I think they were like 8 points clear or something like that.
Was 8 points clear.
You know what I'm saying? And, bro, they got into, bruv, listen, you know them ones there, man, them, you know it when you're on a night out, bruv, and you're with an absolute worldie, bruv. You know what I'm saying? You might be in another country, bruv, absolute worldie. You know it's a lot easier to draw a gal abroad anyway. You know them one. Man's abroad with an absolute worldie, bruv. You might be there sitting at the table with a 10, bro. You know them one, but she don't know she's a 10, bruv, because they're a lot more humble abroad. You know, you're sitting there thinking, right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to get this opportunity again. You know, there was this. It's like, bro, when I go back to London, you get me? You get me? But here, I'm the guy, bro. Like, bro, you have to take advantage. You know, that man have to seal the deal, fam. You know what I'm saying? And this is just what it is, bro. I might never be back here again. You know, like that.
That's it, man.
I might never be in this situation again. You know, like that. Man, I'm just on a lad's holiday and that, bro. And you know you're going home tomorrow, blood. Listen, you have to deliver. You know, like that. Beckham against Greece, blood. You know them ones, bro. You got to step up. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Arsenal was in that position right there, sitting across the table from an absolute baddie, fam. Do you know what I mean? And they spilled the drink. They spilled the drink.
And I keep people hearing saying, Arsenal fans, they keep saying, and we need to spend money on the 2 midfielders, on Caicedo, Rice, a right back, and we need a deadly striker as well. You just spent 50, 60 mil on Jesus, and you still want a deadly striker. He was meant to be that striker. Remember? Oh, Jesus is the difference. He's going to make the difference. He was meant to be that guy.
Because we know he's not, because he's better out wide. This is why Manchester City played him.
They realized he's not. We knew that from the jump. They didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. Like, he is like Jesus, yeah, good player, but City played him out. City, number 1, played him out wide for a reason, and number 2, sold him to you for a reason.
Bro, they won the league. They won the league with a false 9, and Jesus played less than 60% of that season. That should have told Arsenal fans everything they needed to know. Because yes, he had that injury. Yes, okay, cool. But even when he was available, he weren't decisive for Arsenal. Saka's more decisive than Jesus.
Yeah,
right.
no, you're right.
Martinelli's more decisive than Jesus. Jesus ain't a deadly striker. He's not. So now you want what? You want another deadly striker because Jesus ain't the one you thought he was. It's too late now.
No, but the thing is, you know, the brazy thing about the situation with the Jesus situation is, yeah, and you man get them lights up. One man saying there's 1.7 in here, bro. Like, man, need 1,000 lights.
Come on, man.
You know, like that. The thing is with the Jesus situation, yeah. The reason why I think that Arteta's snookered, innit? And this is from like a completely like just a footballing standpoint, is that you've brought in Gabriel Jesus, yeah, who played out wide at Man City. He's told you that he wants to play up front. You've brought him in. He's played up front. He ain't scored the goals he's meant to score, in it. He hasn't done that. If you're Arteta, yeah, what you should really do is, yeah, you should bring in a proper striker. But the problem with that is you move him out wide, and then you run the risk of him being unhappy the same way he was unhappy at Man City because he doesn't want to play out there. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, if you want to appease, if you really want to challenge, you need a proper guy that's going to score goals for you, innit? He's not going to do that. So it's like, do you appease him and at the expense of making the team better, or do you risk upsetting him? And I feel like Arteta's not going to risk upsetting him. You know what I mean? And also, you have a problem because Martinelli's out here as well. So, and then you've got Trossard. And it's like, so what? Do you put him out on the left instead of Martinelli? And then what happens with Martinelli? Do you know?
There you go.
Selection headaches.
Saka's guaranteed. He's just signed a big boy contract on the right. So he's got a big problem, bruv.
Yeah, he is.
A big problem because their front three picks itself right now, innit? And it's
Exactly.
like the only way to improve it is by making someone happy. Do you know what I'm saying? And I mean, unhappy. And I don't think he's got the character to do that, bro. We've already seen, that in the big moments this season, Arteta's decision making has cost him games.
True.
And on top of that, another reason why I think Arsenal won't spend big, bro, they're about to extend Reece Nelson's contract for 4 more years. When this brother was on the verge of leaving, remember his contract runs out at the end of this month, and they're extending him for 4 more years. That tells me he's going to be on at least the same money as Nketiah, which is 100k. Over the course of 4 years, which he's probably not going to. It's not going to be that long that he's going to stay at Arsenal for. But over the course of 4 years, 100k a week. That's nearly what 19.5 million. So that's a striker. 19 million pounds, 20 million pounds. That's the budget of a striker that you can get in. So that tells me Arsenal is not going to spend big. So you'd rather extend Reece Nelson's contract, who's playing less than 50% of the season. I can remember 2 goals that Reece Nelson scored, and that was the one against Bournemouth and another one of the winners. I forgot what it was. So they're not going to spend big on no striker because in this current climate that we live in, if you want, because Arsenal want a deadly striker, innit, bro? A deadly striker in this current climate is not less than 100 mil.
It's not.
I don't see Arsenal paying 100 mil for a striker, bro. They're about to pay. They're about to pay 90 for Rice, and
that's what I'm saying.
And you think they're going to spend
90?
Yeah,
bro,
90 million for Rice, and they reckon what? And you reckon they're going to spend 80 on Caicedo as well?
That's never
and then
happening,
that's not happening, bro. Let's be honest.
Never happening, bro.
90 on Rice.
That's Rice is gonna, bro. Especially now that he won the conference, bro. The price has gone up.
The price of the brick went up.
Sure, price of the brick went up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Franklin,
you either buy it, you find yourself a new plug.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, man, like Franklin, bruv. Like it's peak. You know, like that, bro. No,
that's it, bro.
This is what I'm
most
trying
expensive
to say.
rice ever,
bruv. The market is peak for everyone. The market is peak for everyone, bro. Like them man are quoting 70 million for fucking Mason Mount, bruv.
Yeah.
You know them ones there, like, bro. This market is brave.
It's a seller. My boy Surfer says this all the time. It's a seller's market. It's a seller's market. This is a market too. If you are selling, you're in the ascendancy. Unless you're selling a player who wants to leave or is unhappy or something like that, then you might have like you're better at buying. But it's a seller's market. But you
100%, bro.
They want 70 in through.
Bro, when you look, 70 million, for Mount, you know, and Caicedo, they're talking about 75. What the fuck, bro? Like, this is brazy. Like, when I look at all these things, like, these players are not even worth that, respectfully. Do you know what I'm saying? Even Caicedo ain't worth that.
And I rate Caicedo, but I don't think he's a 70, 80 million pound player. I think he's 60 max.
He's not, bro.